Hey, good morning. It's Friday. I'll try to keep this short and sweet. Opening day of Connecticut trout fishing season is this Saturday at 6 a.m. That means all the local tributaries, rivers, streams, and brooks will be open. Places like Furnace, Kent Falls, the entirety of Macedonia Brook, including the section up in the campground above the park, the Blackberry River, north of us in Canaan, the East Aspetuck River, which also isn't too far from here, the entire Naugatuck River, not just a catch and release area. The Hoosie's still around about 4,000 CFS or a little above it as I write this, but dropping. I imagine will be fishable early to middle of next week, but still too much water on the Hoosie at the moment. But the long-range weather forecast looks good. We'll definitely be fishing it next weekend and probably sooner, actually. And what else can I tell you? We have our free opening day pancake breakfast going on tomorrow morning around 7 a.m.-ish till about 10 a.m.-ish or until we run out of food, whichever comes first. It looks like it's going to be a nice weekend. I'm seeing sunshine, a few clouds, and highs well into the 50s, so it's going to be pretty darn nice out. We've got a few events going on also. I've still got one or two slots left open in Aaron Jasper's Intro to Nymphing Clinic tomorrow. That's at 10 a.m. If any of you want to do that after the breakfast. It's basically indicator nymphing, suitable for anybody from beginner to intermediate. And then next weekend, he's doing a more advanced clinic. We're calling it the Master Clinic. It'll focus on European-style nymphing and advanced indicator nymphing. And I still have some slots open next month on the 10th and 11th of May for Davey Watton. He's doing one day of wet flies and soft tackles, which he's most famous for. He may be the best living wet fly fisherman in the world. He's originally from Wales, lives in the U.S. now. And then he's doing one day of big trout techniques, and hey, who doesn't like to catch big trout? And there's more than one way to catch big trout. It's not just on big flies, though he'll do some of that. And then in June, we have Joe Goodspeed coming. And Joe is an out-of-the-box guy, a real thinking angler, and we're calling that Trout Out-of-the-Box Clinic. And Joe's specialty is catching very large wild trout out of hardfish public streams that typically have no special regulations on them. And he's caught a ton of 24 to 30-inch trout in the last few years out of some pretty tough streams. That's going to be a pretty cool clinic. That's, I believe, the first Saturday in June. This is all on our Facebook under events, and most of this also listed on our website. Joe's Clinic's $75, and the Davey Watton Clinic's a full weekend one, and it's one of the best clinics we do. We get rave reviews. People always tell me that what they paid for the clinic is worth it alone just for the rigging. He's got some really cool, innovative, simple, fast ways of rigging up your system. Being that he's been a professional fisherman for 40 plus years, he's kind of dialed in on stuff like that. So anyways, this is Tori. I hope to see some of you here for opening day weekend. It looks like it's going to be beautiful weather. It would be nice if the Hoosie was lower, but we'll be back in the Hoosie next week, and there's tons of local rivers and streams that we can point you toward. We're starting to get some new product in now that spring is at hand. We got flies rolling in every week or two. All sorts of odds and ends. So hopefully pop on in. Have a free meal on us. This is Tori for Housatonic River Outfitters.